Hello and welcome to Smaulgld's American Silver Eagle sales update for the month of August 2017. American Silver Eagles fall again in August. Sales of American Silver Eagles fell 20% in August year over year. The U.S. Mint sold just 1,025,000 American Silver Eagles in August. Last August was also a poor month for American Silver Eagle sales, but the U.S. Mint did manage to sell 1,280,000 American Silver Eagles. August sales were down from just July sales of this year from 1.025 million to from 2.320 million in July. So there was a big drop of 56% just month over month. Let's take a look at the sales this year for American Silver Eagles. New chart, new colors, same old Smaulgld format though with the big bars. So you can see January was a good month, 4.5 million, and January last year was close to 6 million, but then it fell off, and you can see it really hasn't recovered. July was the only month in which the U.S. Mint sold more in 2017 than it did in 2016, and now you see in August we're back below last August, and last August was a very low month. So through August this year, 15.5 million American Silver Eagles sold. It's down nearly 50% from close to 29 million Silver Eagles sold through this time period last year. Here's a look at August sales. In the month of August for the last 30 years, you could see 2015 they sold nearly 5 million American Silver Eagles, and this month just over a million. And that will be the lowest August since 2006. Even 2007, pre-financial crisis, they sold more American Silver Eagles. Here's your pitch to donate to Smaulgld. You could do so via PayPal or via Bitcoin or Litecoin. The addresses are below, or you can become a Smaulgld patron. Also a reminder to sign up and follow Smaulgld on VidMe, just as a backup to YouTube. We're also on BitChute, BITCHUTE. There's videos up there as well. I'll try to post in all three places, including YouTube. Here's a description of the American Silver Eagle for those you don't know. The American Silver Eagle is not 4 nines, it's 3 nines. It has some copper in it, so it's not a pure silver coin. It's pretty pure, but it's not fully 4 nines. Now, if you're interested in buying them, now here's something that's very interesting. I've been getting emails, I've been seeing comments that basically bashing cryptos and how people think gold and silver are better. I'm not arguing with that. It's just that people are not buying them, especially from my site, but also just from the numbers you're looking at. The gold sales are even worse at the U.S. Mint. When I say no one's buying, it's literally, statistically, it's no one. When you sell 4, 5, 6,000 coins in the United States, when you have a population of 350 million, no one is buying. And I'm not selling them through the affiliate links that I have. And what's interesting, I know what'll happen is, as the price rises, that's what Americans do. They'll start to buy this fall. They'll buy if the price continues to rise. The Silver Eagle sales will pick up, and so will the gold sales. Americans like to chase a winner. So even though the people that are diehard gold and silver bugs are not buying gold and silver, they're not buying cryptos either, but they're not buying when the price is low. And I know what's going to happen. If the price continues to rise, people will feel comfortable and buy in. Now, during this time period of very low, extremely lowest in 10, 11 years, U.S. Mint sales, Perth Mint sales have been strong. Indian gold imports have been strong. Chinese Shanghai Gold Exchange demand has been strong. Hong Kong imports for gold have been strong. So they know when the price is low, they load up. Americans get a little nervous and they don't buy. Now that's different though. Americans did buy, and we're going to take a look here at the American Silver Eagle chart right here. 2013 to 2015, Americans loaded up, backed up the truck and bought a lot of American Silver Eagles. But I guess they got tired of waiting around for the price to increase. You can see, boom, we're going to have the lowest year probably. We might beat 2008 this year, but we're definitely not going to beat 2009 unless we just see a massive surge. Remember, they stopped printing these coins in early December, so you really only have September, October, November, just 3 months. You'd have to sell, well, you could do it. If you sold 5 million each month, you would crack 30 million, but we'll see what happens. But that's just a commentary on American buying patterns. I think this is the only period where America's actually bought a lot when the price went down. And that makes sense. Now, what's interesting is price went down despite all this buying right here. These are 3 years in a row, record sales, 42, 44, and 47 million in the years 2013, 14, and 15. And then I guess 2016 started off, looked like it was going to be a record year, 55, maybe 60 million. And then midway through the year, prices, sales just fell off the table and ended at 37. And that second half of 2016's sales pace, the slow pace, has continued and even decelerated a bit in 2017. So we'll wait and see what happens as we go forward. If you're interested in buying American Silver Eagles, there's your choices: SD Bullion, BGSC, Golden Eagle Coin, Money Metals Exchange. The links are below this video. They're also on the Smaulgld website. I do get a small commission. If you do buy, it's not investment advice. I'm not saying now is the time to buy. I'm just predicting that I think now is when people will start to buy if they continue to see the price moving higher. What other charts do we have? There's the gold silver ratio. So the other thing people have been saying, oh, but the gold silver ratio is unsustainable. It's so high it can't last. Well, if that's the case, how come people aren't pouring into silver? I hear that from a lot of people, and the gold silver ratio has really done nothing over the past 4 years but go higher. So the price of gold has flipped higher, or in the last couple of years, and before that, gold didn't fall as much as silver. So the gold silver ratio really has taken off to the upside, and that supposedly is an indication for people like silver to buy. Well, they're not buying. At least American, they're not buying. Either they're buying cryptos, they moved over to those websites that incessantly pump cryptos now and act like they're the greatest thing, or they're not buying anything. And I still think I'm going to see a big uptick in sales probably starting next week, because I'm going to see a big uptick. This site only sells at best a few orders a week, but the last couple of months hasn't sold any for weeks. Occasionally there's a sale here and there, but there's nothing regular like it used to be. But I'm saying the U.S. Mint, I think the sales will start to pick up this fall if the price continues to rise. I think if the price falls, they're going to stop buying again. They're going to just totally throw in the towel. That just seems to be what I think is going on. Let me know below why you think at least Americans are not buying the American Gold and American Silver Eagle and the American Gold Buffalo. They're not buying that one either. We could take a look at while we're here, the gold silver ratio as I'm talking about. There's a link on the website for that. That's what it looks like when it's 72 to 1. That's 7 American Silver Eagles, 1 ounce. There's a 1/10 ounce gold and 2 1/10 ounce Silver Eagles. That's the ratio, 72 to 1. It's actually higher than that right now. But let's look at here's a 5-year chart. Okay, well, we can see people did buy from here to here, 2013 to 2015, but they haven't been buying in here. It's still a relative bargain if you think. I'm not a big fan of the gold silver ratio. I think it's high for a reason. But if you actually believe it, and I think that this is somehow a bargain, well, you would think sales would be higher here. They're not. Here's your Mexican Libertad. You can buy those too. Okay, back to the rest of the American Silver Eagle story here. So that's the gold silver ratio in price. Here's the silver to gold sales ratio. Now, 2000 was very high, which is interesting because there were hardly any gold sold in the year 2000, because there was so much gold sold in 1999, 1998, because people were afraid of Y2K. They thought that when the year 2000 came, that the lights of everything would be in the darkness and people wanted to hold gold. They weren't thinking about silver, so they bought massive amounts of gold, and they just stopped buying gold the next year. They didn't sell much silver in 2000, but the ratio was high. Here's 2014, 105 to 1. That's when I was saying people were buying a lot of silver because it was cheap. And then it went down. Last year was a very decent year, 2016, for gold sales, and silver sales in the second half of the year fell. The gold sales actually rose. This year, both silver sales and gold sales fell, but gold sales just fell twice as fast, if not 3 times as fast as silver sales. So that ratio is now was up to 93.87 in 2017. That is through, I think that's through July. I just did the number for August. I didn't redo the chart. It's 96 to 1 now because here I do it by month too. So it was 157.6 to 1, and so now that number has gone up. But you can see, not that it's been a big year for American Silver Eagles, but it's been an atrocious year for American Gold Eagles. And I also expect that to change. If the gold price continues to rise, also these crypto, when you get a smash down in cryptos, people get nervous, people take profits too. So I do expect some of the crypto money to move into the gold and silver physical markets. Also today, China outlawed ICOs pending certain kind of review. And I think what's going to happen there is a lot of ICO money obviously won't go into ICOs. A lot of that money will find its way back, I believe, to Bitcoin and to Litecoin and Ethereum because they're not ICOs. That may give them a boost. And a lot of it may end up pulling out of the crypto space altogether, just out of fear that maybe Bitcoin, Litecoin, Ethereum are next for China. Who knows? But I do see these sales picking up. Now, keep in mind, sales picking up at the U.S. mean absolutely nothing for the price. They can go up, they can go down. There's just not enough volume there to make a difference. And even so, we know that even the volumes that China and India do don't impact the gold price. In fact, India and China buy massive amounts when the price goes down, and that price, as we know, is set by the futures contracts. So we look at this, or I look at this, and you guys that follow this with me, not for any price movement. It's just really to see. I look at the U.S. Mint sales to gauge American retail investor sentiment. Nothing more, nothing less. I don't view it as a price predictor. It doesn't mean anything. They could shut the mint down, and nothing will happen to the gold or silver price. They can triple sales. Nothing's going to happen. These sales reflect the price. They don't influence the price at all. It's the tail wagging the dog there. And there's your premiums. So premiums really haven't changed. I think they're still charging authorized purchasers $2 a coin over spot, no matter the price. And since the sales are low and a lot of dealers have good amount of inventory, the premiums basically been flat and gone down just a bit. So thank you very much for listening. Tomorrow we are going to do the American Gold Eagle sales, then we'll do the American Gold Buffalo, then we'll do the Perth Mint Silver and Gold sales. We've already done Kazakhstan, then we'll do the Shanghai Gold Exchange, we'll do the People's Bank of China Gold. I've got the second to last installment in my Cashless Society coming up. This is How Did We Get Here, and it focuses on technology. I have something on the 13 states that have legalized or made legal tender out of gold and silver. And finally, also have the Canadian Mint first half of the year sales. We're going to compare those to the Perth Mint and the US Mint, both for gold and silver. And then finally, we should be getting Indian gold and Indian silver imports. So please stay tuned, subscribe to this channel, subscribe on VidMe, follow us on Twitter, go over to BitChute. We're on Facebook too, so you can find Smaulgld pretty much everywhere. And also subscribe to Smaulgld right there, and you can get the blog post. The blog posts are very good to look at when you're listening to these podcasts, because you can see the charts a lot better. I mean, when you see a chart, like this, you can see it much better on the website than you can on your small screen, especially if you're on an iPhone. It doesn't look very good. It looks better on an iPhone if you're on the website. Thanks for listening.